Hey guys, I am here with another video. As you can see, I'm at home. I just got back from Chicago last night and I am going to do a massive unboxing video of all these planes that I got. So I'm trying to make it focus. These are all the planes that I got at the Airliners International Convention. And today we are going to do a massive unboxing. That means I'm going to unbox all the models at once and review the details and what it looks like, each one of them. So let's get started. The first model that I got is this Icelander Boeing 737 MAX 8. As you can see, it's the Icelander MAX 8. So that is what it looks like on the front, and the back, you already know what it looks like. It has as real as it gets, and it has all the social media information. And here is the side of the box. And as you open the flap right here, hold on. Okay, so these are the specifications of the aircraft. And that's the wingspan, the height and length and the width. And this is the information about the aircraft. And that is what it looks like, the aircraft itself. So let's get this thing opened. Okay, so here is the aircraft out of the box. As you can see from the looks of it, it looks nice and modern. And yeah, it's just nice. So let's go over the details. So as you can see, on top of the fuselage is the two antennas and the Wi-Fi dome, as well as the beacon light. And the front of the aircraft, you can see the nose landing gear, and you can see the cockpit windows. And here on the wing, you can see the flaps and the slats and the spoilers. And here is the wingtip. And let me turn it around a little so we can get a look at of the engines. So here are the engines that are from the front. I think they are LEAP engines because it's a 737 MAX. And most of them have LEAP engines. Going on is the registration in the back. The registration is Tango Foxtrot Ice. I don't remember what the rest stand for. But here is the tail and the horizontal stabilizers. And when you turn it to the other side, No, then let me get it in focus. Okay, that's it. That is the other side of the aircraft, and I'm trying to show you guys the cargo hold. Okay, so here is the forward cargo hold, and here is the aft cargo hold. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom of the aircraft. So here is what it looks like in the bottom. You have the APU and the APU doors, and you can see the cargo holds again, and these are the landing gears, as well as the bottom beacon light, and that's the nose landing gear and the forward aft cargo hold. The forward cargo hold. This is the aft. That's the forward. And you can see the flaps from the bottom view and the engine. And there's the Gemini Jets logo underneath. So I think this is a nice aircraft. Yeah, I think this is a nice aircraft, and I would rate it 8 out of 10. Alright, so let's move on to the next aircraft, the next model. So next model is the ITA Airways Airbus A319. ITA Airways is an Italian airline, and it used to be called Italia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but that is what it looks like on the front of the box. And this is the picture of the model. So let's get this thing unboxed out of the box. Okay, here is the second model out of the box, and from the looks of it, it looks nice. I like the paint job of this model, and it looks beautiful. So starting at the top, this A319 has 3 antennas, and it has no Wi-Fi dome. And in the front is the nose landing gear, and on the wing here is the flaps and the spoilers and slats. Here is the wingtips. Here are the wingtips. And the engines, they are white engines with the logo on them. And this is what the engines look like from the front. And in the back, here is what it looks like from the back of the aircraft. Here are the Italian colors on the tail, and as well as the rudder and the horizontal stabilizer and APU. And the other side of the aircraft, that's what it looks like. You have the forward cargo hold on the bottom, and We have the aft cargo hold right here. And here's the forward cargo hold. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. In the bottom of the aircraft, the APU doors are here. And there's a landing gear. And it says ITA Airways on the bottom of the aircraft. And you can see the forward cargo hold and the aft cargo hold right here. And these are the engines. And yeah, that is that aircraft. I would give this aircraft a 9 out of 10 because of the painting, the paint job. I give it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, this is a nice aircraft. On to the next one. Alright, so next aircraft, it's a rare limited edition one because it is Air Koryo and this is an airline from North Korea. You heard me right. This is a North Korean airline. And the aircraft type is a Russian aircraft. It's called a Tupolev Tu-154B. So that is what it looks like. And here is the back of the box. It's a picture of the aircraft taking off. As you can see, it has an engine on top and 2 engines on the tail in the back. So in total, that makes 3 engines. And the registration is P552. I forgot what P stands for. I think it's P. I'm going to have to look it up. But let's get this model opened up. And before I open it, it says limited edition. So let's open this. Okay, here is the limited edition model, and as you can see from the looks of it, it's a Russian aircraft and it's a North Korean airline. Yeah. So this is the nose landing gear, and here's the cockpit windows in the front. And going along, it has writing in North Korean, and it says Air Koryo on the aircraft. And here are the wings. I think that bump right here on the wing, I think that is the fuel tank. And you can see the flaps and the spoilers. And here is the wingtip of the aircraft. And here are the 3 engines. So that's what it looks like from the front. From the top of the plane, the 3 engines look like a pyramid. It looks like a pyramid to me. So in the back is the registration on the engine, and this is as well the North Korean flag on the rudder, and the horizontal stabilizers are on the very top. And I don't know what this thing pointing out is for. I think it's for radar. I'm not sure what it's for. And I think this aircraft has an APU. If it does, that is what it looks like. The APU. And the other side of this aircraft. Here's a view of the other side. I wonder if it has cargo holds. It has to have cargo holds. Okay, so here is what it looks like in the bottom of the aircraft. This is the landing gear. Landing gear. I think that right there is the beacon light. And I don't see any cargo holds. Oh, I see it right there. So this is the the forward cargo hold, and this is I don't know how to get access to the aft cargo hold. The engine is kind of in the way, so, and there are the APU doors. Yeah, so that is the North Korean model. I would give this plane a 7 out of 10. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, the next model is a classic. It's a classic Boeing 767-400ER, and it is Delta. By the looks of it, the picture looks nice, and this is what it looks like in the inside. When it's inside the box, that's what it looks like. And here are the specifications. Okay, so here it is. And here is the length, the width, and the wingspan. And as well as some information about the aircraft. ER means extra range. So yeah, it means extra range. So let's get this out of the box. Alright, he is. The Delta 767, and it's looking retro. So let's take a close look at it. So here is the top of the aircraft. It has two antennas, and this is the old Delta logo, and I like the cockpit windows and I like how there is a black stripe going along the fuselage, and I like the engine too, half black, half white. And this is the wing, and it doesn't have a winglet because the modern 767s, I think they do have winglets. So you can see the flaps and slats and the spoilers. And here is inside of the ends what it looks like from the front of the aircraft. Okay, so here is the front. And as you go in the back, you have the registration. Hold up, let me get this, let me focus it. Okay, here we go. So here is the registration and the American flag. And it says Delta on the tail. And it's black and a little bit of red on the tail. And the horizontal stabilizers are here. And that's the APU right there. And this is the other side. It looks nice. Looks very nice, and it looks very retro. This is the cargo hold, the forward cargo hold, and this is the aft cargo hold. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like on the bottom. Oops. Okay, so what I like about the bottom is that it looks shiny, and it is shiny on the aircraft on the bottom, and that's retro. And you can see the beacon light, and there's the landing gear and the APU doors right here. And those are the engines and the nose gear. Okay, so this aircraft, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's Delta, my favorite airline, and it's a retro aircraft, and it is classic. So that is that. Moving on to the next aircraft. Okay, next is this Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-900, and this airline is from England. So that is what it looks like pictured on the box, and there's the logo right there. And here is the aircraft information. So here are the specifications of the aircraft. And that's the length, width, and height, and wingspan. Length, width, and wingspan. And here are the information. It This engine is, I think it's a Rolls-Royce engine. Let me check. Yep, it's a Rolls-Royce Trent 7. It's two Rolls-Royce Trent 772 engines. And the delivery date was October 15, 2022. So, and this is what it looks like from the inside the box. So let's get this plane unboxed. Alright, he is. The Virgin Atlantic A330. From the looks of this aircraft, it looks nice, and I like the painting. I always like the painting of the Virgin Atlantic planes. So here is the nose landing gear. Right here is the nose landing gear, and it says Virgin Atlantic. And I think right here it says Airbus A330. And these are the engines, the Rolls-Royce engines. Here's a closer look. And here is what it looks like from the inside the engines. And this is the wing. This is the wings and the wingtip. I like how the wingtip is curved. Hey, look at this. I like how the wingtip is curved like that. And this is the beacon light and antenna, Wi-Fi dome, and antenna. And this is the aft fuselage. And this is the tail and the APU and the horizontal stabilizers. Or if you don't want to call them horizontal stabilizers to make it easier, it's also called elevators. Not the ones that you ride in. Those are also called elevators. So here is the other side of the aircraft. And here is just a view of what it is. It looks like. Okay, so here is the bottom of the aircraft. Let me focus it for you guys. Okay, here it is. Here's the bottom. There's the nose gear. And it says Virgin Atlantic in the bottom, and that's the landing gear. And that's a look of the engines. That is behind the engines. That is the APU doors. You can see the APU doors as well as the cargo holds. Yeah, I like this aircraft. Looks nice. Okay, so I rate this aircraft a 9 out of 10 because of the painting and it looks nice. Alright, next model. We have two more to go. We have two more models to review. Okay, next is this 777-300ER and it's Korean Air. So this is from South Korea. This is from North Korea. I like this one better because it has more colors and it's way more colorful. So this is what it looks like pictured on the box. And this is the information of the plane. The engines. The first flight was October 15, 2009. Delivery date was October 27, 2009. The engines are two GE90s. And I like how the GE90s sound on takeoff. They sound so amazing. And that's the length, height, and width and wingspan. And it can sit up to 365 people. And here's the aircraft in the box. So let's get this unboxed. Okay, here is the plane. And we're going to start on the top. So this Korean Air 777, as you can see, it has a long fuselage. It has 3 antennas and it has a Wi-Fi dome. It says Korean Air, and I think that says Korean Air too in Korean. And here is the nose landing gear. And these are the GE90s, General Electric. GE stands for General Electric. And this is what it looks like inside the engines. Okay, so here is the wing. The black line, I think it's for the passengers not to go onto the wing. I think it's for safety. And that is the wing. And here is the rear of the aircraft. That's one big wing. In person, the wing is big. And I think that says Boeing 777-300ER. And that is the tail and the elevators. And you have the Korean flag, South Korean flag, not the North Korean flag like this one. This is the South Korean flag on here, on the top. And this is the APU. The APU is right here. And this is the other side. Okay, so here is the bottom of the aircraft. This is the nose landing gear and the nose landing gear doors, and these are the landing gear itself. That's the main landing gear, and that's the beacon light, and that is the back of the GE90 engines. The Gemini Jets logo is right there. And that's the APU with the APU doors. Okay, so this is a nice model. I would give this model a 9 out of 10 because I like the paint job, and my favorite color is blue, and this is blue. So let's move on to the final aircraft, the final model to unbox. I have one final one, so let's do it. Okay, so the final model is the British Airways Airbus A380. And this is the logo of British Airways, and that's the image of the aircraft on the box. Let's take a look at the information. Alright, so here is the information. The engines are 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 970s. And the first flight was February 15, 2016. And the delivery date was June 22nd, 2016. And the range is 9,200 miles. And it can sit up to 575 mixed class. And this is the length, height, and wingspan. This aircraft is also known for the biggest passenger plane in the world. And this is what it looks like in the box. Let's unbox this bad boy. I mean this big boy. Yeah, big. Alright. This is the aircraft out of the box, and as you can see, it is a big model. I think it's the biggest of them all. So on the top it has an antenna, Wi-Fi dome antenna, beacon light antenna. And as you can see, it has it has 2 decks, the upper deck and the lower deck. And it says British Airways on the sides, and this is the front, the nose gear and the cockpit windows. And these are the engines of the A380. And this is the wing tip, and this whole thing is the wing. In person, it is massive. It is massive in person. Like, it's a big aircraft. And people call it the king of the skies. Just look at the flaps. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, um, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It has 16 it has 16 exits. Okay, back to the other side. So this is the tail and the APU, and the horizontal stabilizers are huge. They are huge. This is the back, and these are the landing gears. This is British Airways right there. I'm trying to focus on the cargo holds. Okay, maybe I'll get a better view when I show you guys the bottom of the aircraft. Okay, so this is the APU doors and the APU, and the horizontal stabilizer is huge, as well as the wing. It is huge. Those are the engines, and yeah, those are the what it's called, the cargo hold. So those are the cargo holds, and that's the aft, and okay, that's the forward, and that is the aft cargo hold. Look at how many landing gear there is. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. The A380 has 22 wheels. That's a nice, okay, and that's a nice plane. So I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 because it is big, and I just like this model. Alright, that is it for the massive unboxing video. So I like this. I like the planes that I got. Okay, so here is an overview of every model that I got. My favorite one of them all is, it's hard to choose because I like British Airways, Virgin Atlantic. It has to be between British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, and Delta. I think the Delta is my favorite of them all because Delta is my favorite airline, and this is a retro livery. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for future videos. And I am going to have my mod. Oh yeah, I forgot. It is the, I have the Korean Air 777 too. I forgot about that one. So these are the models that I got, and this is my favorite. This is number 1 favorite. This is the number 2 favorite, and this is the number 3 favorite. So number 1 is Delta 767. Number 2 is Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330, and the third favorite is Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER. So those are my favorites. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Bye.